Hey, what's going on, everybody? Nick Push here. Today, I want to talk some Scream 5, or Scream as it is just called. As you guys know, I like to talk a lot of Halloween. I mix in some Friday the 13th, some Nightmare on Elm Street once in a while, but for the most part, it ends up being Halloween 24/7. That's just who I am. However, with the new Scream movie coming up, I am a big Scream fan, so I wanted to kind of start making some videos in anticipation for the movie in January. So we got a couple months, or a couple months and a couple weeks until that. So I just kind of wanted to talk about a couple of questions I had. This is basically just going to be me shooting from the hip. I have two questions that I'm just going to kind of talk through, and then I want to hear what you guys think on these questions. So do me a favor as well. If you like talking Scream, Halloween, all that jazz, hit that subscribe button. Really helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. And then also let me know what questions you have about Scream coming up. Any theories you have, any questions you have. I don't want to say it's a blank slate. The trailer is out, but there's a lot of possibilities with this movie and obviously this franchise in general. So, two questions that I'm going to talk through. Let's get right to it. Question number one that I have is, will any of the big three actually die? We know the big three guys, and if you're a Scream fan, you know is Sidney, Dewey, and Gale Weathers. They have survived all four movies, some with massive injuries, some unscathed. They're still here. They survived this ordeal 4 times, like I said. So will they have the balls to kill any of these characters off? Yes, I think they will. Remember, this is just my theory, but I think they will. So let's talk about who the most obvious would be. The most shocking would obviously be Sidney, but I don't think the studios would allow it yet. Maybe there's going to be some passing of the torch here. Who knows? I think it'd kind of be pretty cool, but I don't think they do it. I don't think they kill Nev. So then that leaves Dewey and Gale. Both, are expendable in my opinion. If I was a betting man, I would probably guess that Dewey dies in this movie. Hopefully, if he does die, hopefully he has a heroic death. Dewey. I like Dewey, and I really liked him in this trailer. Actually, he was all scruffed out, and kind of seemed less goofy and more of a quote unquote badass. But my issue with Dewey right now is he has been killed, quote unquote, twice before. He got stabbed in the back in Scream 1, on Stu's door, crashed in the doorstep, stabbed in the back, hits his knees, and falls over. You think he's dead. And then they show him going off in an ambulance. Then in Scream 2, same thing. In the college campus, gets stabbed in the back. That great scene where Gale's in the soundproof studio trying to warn Dewey, and he gets stabbed in the back, and he's dead. Until, what do you know? They take him out in an ambulance again. And the explanation is it hit his scar tissue from Scream 1. All right, not a bad explanation, but you fooled me twice now, so it kind of is bothersome. They can't just have him die by being stabbed in the back again as some homage to, those two movies. It's got to be, his fucking throat slit, or, gutted completely like Steve at the beginning of the OG. It's got to be something fucking intense where there is absolutely zero question that that Dewey is dead. So hopefully, if they do that, there's zero questions and it's not just some fake out again. I'm going to say that Dewey dies. I'm going to say Sidney survives, and I'm going to say Gale survives. It would be cool if they killed, Dewey and Gale. It'd be cool if they killed Sidney. It'd be cool if they killed all three. That'd be fucking shocking as hell. I just don't see it happening just because of studio interference. But my guess, Dewey dies, no fake out, slit his fucking throat, gut his ass, something fucking final. All right? I know Scream isn't really known for elaborate kills. It's mostly just stabbing, with the exception of a few, like Tatum in the garage and things like that. But make it intense here. Make it no doubt. Sorry, Dewey, I think you're gone. Right when I'm starting to like your character even more. That's fine. Dewey, I think he's a goner. Who do you guys think of the top three are going to go? All of them? None of them? Just one of them? Let me know in the comments. My second question is a question, though, that has really been bothering me since I saw the trailer. And that is, the same question we have in every Scream movie. And that is, who is the killer? The most interesting thing I saw in the trailer was the line, I can't remember who said it, but the line that said, the victims are related to the previous killers. So what does that mean? I've been trying to rack my brain around this. What could that mean? Does that mean the killer is related to a good guy from a previous movie? At first I was thinking, okay, related to someone in the previous movie, right? Randy. Randy's a fan favorite. He's such a fan favorite from the first movie and the first half of the second movie. I know he's in that little video in the third movie. But that would be most logical because it would really hit the fans. So maybe it's Randy's sister. We saw her briefly in the third movie, showing Sydney the tape that Randy made about trilogies, right? So maybe she's the killer. But she's this little petite girl. And I'm not saying, I know Jill was too. I get that. But I just don't see it. So maybe it's Randy's mother, right? Let's go down that road. But we already had Billy Loomis's mother. So like I said, guys, I'm just shooting from the hip here. I'm kind of thinking out loud here. But here's the thing that gets me. The tagline for the movie. It's always someone you know. Okay, so let's take that line. And then let's also take the line where the victims are related to the previous killers. So it's always someone you know, right? Is it always someone we know? We the audience know? Or is it some of these new main characters, these new high school kids know? That's where I'm kind of, tossing it up in the air. Because if it's always someone that the main high schoolers know, then obviously it's going to be someone related to a previous victim that's in high school. It's obviously got to be somebody's kid, right? So then you can take out Randy because, unless he was lying about being a virgin, which I don't know why you would lie about that. And that would kind of take away some of the oomph of the first movie. It's obviously not Randy's kid, right? So whose kid could it be? That's taking out the victims, or that's taking out, people related to the killers from the previous movies. So you'd almost have to run down every character that died in the franchise, or every character that survived. And just go through one by one. Maybe that's a video to do, ranking the odds of each character in all the movies, of all the victims, ranking the odds of their family members. I don't know. But those two lines really get me. I hope that the tagline means it's always someone we, the audience, know, because that would, it would pack a little bit more meaning, if it's someone we met in a previous movie. Maybe it's someone that's close to Sydney. But again, they're either all dead or they're Gale and Dewey, And I don't think they would have Sydney, Gale, or Dewey be the killer. I just don't see it as interesting as that could be. I just don't see it. It's not in Scream's DNA. But I like the fact that they're going darker with this movie, at least as far as the tone goes from what I see in the trailer. So for me, it's kind of all bets are off. So do you guys have any theories on who you think the killer is? Like I said, I just kind of wanted to talk this through and kind of get some of my creative juices flowing. And I thought it might be fun to make a video just kind of thinking out loud. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Thanks for watching.